Guys, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about bridge design pattern. So bridge design pattern is one of the structural design pattern. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about in detail about bridge design pattern as well as some examples. Okay, now if you read about definition, it used to when we need to decouple the abstraction from its implementation. What does this mean actually? Maybe you will get confused. What is this actually? Okay, so in our Java programming, right? Maybe if you want to do some inheritance, what basically will do, you will create an abstract class and you will extend that and you will give the implementation, then you will give the, that is what basically you will do the hierarchy, right? The same, if do you think that can you split the abstraction as well as can I split the implementation? Can we do that? No, right? So they both are decoupled, right? So the abstraction as well as implementations are coupled, right? So you cannot decouple that, right? Without abstraction you cannot create the implementation. Without implementation you will not have the abstraction, obviously, right? So it means that abstraction and implementation is coupled basically, right? But when we are using the bridge design pattern, we can decouple that. Again, how we can do that? So that let's see that actually. So in bridge design pattern, right, basically if you see the second point, it will have two hierarchies. One is for abstraction and one is for implementation. Okay, so we have a separate hierarchy for the abstraction is nothing but abstract class or interface, whatever it may be. Okay, so you know about abstraction. What is abstraction is nothing but a abstract class or interface, whatever it may be, right? So it basically it will hide the implementation and showing the functionality. That is what we will call it as a, but it will have only methods, right? Basically that is what our whole concept. Okay, don't worry about it. So if you not aware of abstraction and interface and these keywords, please watch my Java tutorials. Okay, now let me come into point. It will have two hierarchies. One is for abstraction and another one is for implementation. Okay, so in the maybe you just assume that you have the abstract implementation hierarchy, maybe one abstraction, two abstraction, whatever it may be. Maybe you have the implementation. Again, the implementation hierarchy will have the separate one. Okay, now we will use composition as a bridge for these two hierarchies. How these two hierarchy can interact? Question, right? So for that reason we are going to use the composition. What is basically composition? It is nothing but it's creating object from the one class into another class. That is what basically. Okay, so let's see in example. Okay, so both hierarchy have different method implementation. What is this again? Okay, so basically for example you are having a abstract class called some test. Okay, that abstract class have maybe two methods, right? Maybe one method called to validate. Okay, so another method called check okay, first method called to transfer amount. Okay, second method have the receive amount. Okay, that is what basically is there. Okay, just assume that. So what basically your implementation will be there? Obviously the implementation also have the call method and the receive method, right? So called transfer money and receive money. That is what basically you will do, right? But here abstraction having that different hierarchy, right? So maybe abstract have the transfer money. Okay, but in your what is the implementation classes, you mean the another will have the different one. Maybe it will not be even related to that. Okay, so those type of thing, maybe a couple of five methods will be there. Here only two methods will be the abstraction, only two method, but classes will be implementation classes will have five method. Okay, so that type of different flows, it will not even depends on anything. That is what we are saying, decoupling that. Okay, that is what bridge design pattern. Okay, let's see some small example. I just draw a diagram to understand it more clear. Okay, this is what. Okay, if you see here, okay, so I have a abstraction class here. Okay, that is nothing but is this computer. Okay, so basically what, maybe you just assume that maybe this is a computer shop or whatever it may be. So what are the basically what are the classes it may hold? It may hold a laptop as well as the desktop, right? Correct. Okay, so this is, maybe you just assume that this is one hierarchy. So the computer, laptop and desktop is one hierarchy. Again, so it may have a brand, right? So maybe couple of brand, HP, Dell, tomorrow one more brand, it may keep couple of brands, right? So this may be different hierarchy, right? So maybe the brands, whatever will have the brand is a interface and computer is a abstraction, abstract class. Okay, it may also can have a interface as well, but as of now we are just going with the abstract class. Okay, so computer is one abstract class that have the separate implementation, laptop, desktop, and maybe what is that one most of tomorrow it can come like a tab, whatever it may be in the computer shop, right? So again, computer shop have separate brand that may have different implementation. HP, Dell, tomorrow Lenovo will come, so Toshiba will come, whatever it may be. Okay, so that is different hierarchy. So can you understand now these two? To make it is these two, we are having on bridge. That is nothing but what we understood. So from the definition, composition is used as a bridge, right? So composition is nothing but this brand object we will inject into this computer, basically. That's all. If you inject that, you can create a laptop, okay, with the HP laptop object, and you can create a desktop with the HP laptop desktop or Dell desktop, whatever it may be. So all the combination you can do. What basically you are going to do? This is different interface and implementation. This is different interface and implementation. Okay, only one step you are doing, you are pushing, you are going to generate a bridge between this. Okay, that bridge is nothing but you are going to do the composition with the help of this brand interface. Okay, that is the only one step you are doing, so that it is attached with the computer. Okay, so when the end user want to create some object, maybe end user want the laptop, okay, but the laptop should be HP, he can create the object with the help of computer. Okay, that let me show you in example. Okay, how basically we can do it out. Okay, for this same example I created the class files and everything as well. Okay, I will show you now. Okay, so hope you understood, right, what is bridge design pattern and how we can how the implementation is there. So two different interfaces and hierarchies are there. So those two we are trying to, obviously it is a decoupled one, two different hierarchy. Maybe tomorrow here one more thing can come. Okay, so we are not going to worry about it. It can come nothing. If maybe tomorrow Lenovo is coming, you no need to touch this class, nothing you need to touch. You need to separately, you need to create a Lenovo class. That's all. Okay, that is the beauty of this. Okay, so hope you understood, right? Let's see the example how we can create these stuffs in real time and how we can access this. Okay, let me jump into Eclipse. Okay, I already created the files for you. Okay, you can see here whatever I shown you, right? So the computer is my abstract class. Okay, you can see computer is abstract. Here you are adding the composition relation. Okay, what is the composition relation? I have a brand. Let me go to the let me go to the diagram and see this is the computer abstract class, and this is okay. So okay, don't worry about the right side part. Okay, let's go with the left side part first. Computer abstract class. Okay, computer abstract computer abstract class is there. Okay, that is fine. You don't worry about whatever is here actually. Okay, as of now just think that okay, you are having RAM and memory. Okay, let me create a, what is that, computer will have the desktop as well as laptop. So desktop is extending this computer, okay, and laptop is also extending the computer, and this is having the implementation. Okay, this is having the two method implementation. Okay, so this is called as a refined abstraction. Okay, so basically our computer is abstraction, this is called as a refined abstraction. Okay, now let me jump. Okay, so I have the one hierarchy, I am ready with one hierarchy. Computer I have it, I have the laptop, computer shop I have a laptops, as well as I have the desktop. I can implement with the help of computer. Okay, fine. Maybe again I have a brand, that is a different hierarchy. So okay, I'm creating one interface called brand. Okay, so that is having the brand name and brand details. Okay, fine. Okay, and maybe what are the brands? Dell. Okay, I need to implement the brand and I need to give the implementation of the two methods. I given the definition of that. So brand name is Dell and brand detail is nothing but Dell Computer Corporation, some dummy details. The same way for HP. Okay, so the brand is HP, brand name is HP, and brand details is Hewlett Packard. Okay, that is fine. Now I gave it. Okay, so now you can see, you can compare with the diagram, right? Computer is abstract class, you have the implementation for these two. Now the brand is the interface, you have the implementation for these two. So we are going to, now we are ready with this. We need to do the bridge now, right? For that, let me go into computer class, abstract class. Here I am going to do the brand. I'm trying to inject that object. How can I assign the value while creating the object of this computer? I'm trying to pass this brand, right? As this is the abstract class, I need to do for the implemented, maybe desktop also I need to pass this brand, right? So when people are calling this desktop, they need to give the brand. Again, when they are going with the laptop, they need to pass this brand. So this is, as it is referring to super brand, it will assign the value into this computer abstract class. Okay, again, if I go to brand, you know that, right? So this is, we saw that. So we have a bridge. We created the bridge as of now. This is the concept of bridge. Okay, nothing else. Okay, okay, fine. So bridge is ready now. Now, as my end user, maybe demo API class is my end user class. Okay, so this class want the computer. Okay, but that should be laptop, the HP brand. So how basically we can create a object? So computer is my abstract class. Okay, and I am going to call the new laptop. So computer implementation classes are laptop, right? When I'm calling the laptop, when I'm calling creating the laptop object, definitely I need to pass the, what is that? So what is the brand? That brand I need to pass it out, right? Maybe if I go to the laptop, you can see here, right? When I'm creating as a constructor, I have to pass the brand. So I am passing the brand as HP. If I pass like this, you can see here when I try to run this program, I can able to get that computer.ram. So the laptop RAM is 8 GB and brand is HP. Correct. So what are the other methods are there in computer dot memory, right? Maybe you can call this, see, laptop memory is 500 GB and brand is HP. Maybe tomorrow if you don't want, the customer want the Dell, it is very simple, right? He can just change here. See, laptop RAM is 8 GB and the brand is Dell. So brand is Dell, from where it is coming? Actually, basically, I'm just calling the RAM, right? So this RAM is having, so the computer, so if you go to the implementation classes, what is that? Sorry, computer implementation classes desktop, right? If you go to the implementation classes, you can see that this is what RAM, desktop RAM is 16. Brand is brand, where from where I'm trying to get. I'm getting at runtime from the brand. So if you go here, so what brand you are passing, HP or Dell, whatever it may be, it will come here, right? So that if tomorrow if I need to introduce Lenovo, I don't need to do anything. As like a Dell, right? I need to create a Lenovo and I need to implement the brand. That's all. Nothing else I need to do. Then as the end user, they can directly call that Lenovo object from here, so that they can get the Lenovo computers, laptop or desktop. Maybe if you want to get the desktop, you can change here. See, now if I try to run this, you can see the difference. Now desktop RAM is 16 GB and brand is Dell, right? Okay, so hope you understood, right, how we can make use of this bridge design patterns, right? So the main purpose of this bridge design pattern is to decouple the implementation as well as abstraction. Now you no need to worry about what is the abstract and how I need to create the object and how I need to how it was coupled, what is the hierarchy. You no need to worry about anything, right? So those two stuff will be, hierarchies be different. So for that, we are just using the bridge as a composition, right? And we are just calling that. This is what basically we are doing, right? Hope you understood what is bridge design pattern, right? Thanks for understanding. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.